So are you guys ready to make some extra money this holiday season? I'm about to show you guys how you can earn extra money this holiday season by starting a dropship e-commerce website in under an hour. You can even have your customer service automated so you can increase your profits and never miss a customer. This holiday season, we're trying to make at least $4,000 a month starting out just in extra cash.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
What's up, icons? It's the iconic fashion figure. Holiday season is officially here. Black Friday is actually this week if you guys are watching the video right when I upload it. I'm gonna show you a quick and easy way today how to get an online store up and running in under an hour. So this is a good way to make some extra cash this holiday season. Even better, I've partnered up with Tidio for this video because they have a solution to help you achieve better sales results. So let's jump into this video, and I'm gonna start out by setting up your free website with Weebly.com. This is where we'll host our e-commerce website, and this will only take you a minute or two. Honestly, this is really quick. It's a couple of questions they ask and then it's done. So start by clicking sign up, which is going to take you to the sign up form where you'll put in your first name, your last name, your email address, and then you'll want to confirm that same email address. So enter in the email address twice, make sure you don't make any typos, and then you're going to create a password. Follow the rules that popped up as far as your password, accept the terms, and click continue. I guess my password's not strong enough, so I need to go back to the password, going to delete that out and create a new password that should hopefully work. Click continue, and it looks like it went through. Now this next step is very crucial. Make sure you select try Weebly websites. I understand it says personal website, but trust me on this. Choose this option for everything to work how we're going to set this up today. Then you're going to select a theme. They have a bunch of different themes you can scroll through. Pick one that you really like that works best for your aesthetic, for your brand. I'm just gonna go with this one. You can preview the theme. If you don't like it, you can click the X to go back, but I'm just gonna go to start editing, and that is going to take me into edit mode. The first thing that pops up is selecting your domain. Now if you already have a domain, you can connect your domain, but that's going to require you to upgrade your plan. So I'm going to close that out right now, but at least our Weebly account is officially set up. So now that we have our Weebly account set up, the website's not officially done. We're gonna get into that in the end, but I just want to jump right into setting up Tidio. And the reason I want to do that is because that is a key feature we're going to need for this holiday season in order to run our dropship business, especially for those of you that have other things going on, like another job, another business, whatever it is you got going on. Trust me, you're going to need this feature. So before we even get into setting up the entire website, we're going to set up Tidio. And I promise you this is quick too. It literally took like a minute. Start out at the App Center and Weebly.com. I'm just gonna type in Tidio because I don't want to have to go searching through all their different apps. But once we find Tidio, we'll click that and then we'll just click add. Then you're going to click connect so you can connect Tidio to Weebly, and then it'll require you to click connect again. So click connect for a second time, and then it'll take you directly to the Tidio website where you'll enter in your business name. Then you'll choose the color that you want your chat box to be in. You can even customize the color and add in a color code if you would like. Now that that's done, you're just going to tell Tidio a little bit more about yourself, like what type of business you have. We're going to create this as a new business, and we basically want to use Tidio for everything. And then on to the next step, which this is going to have you set up your first chatbot right at the very beginning. You can go ahead and use it to send a discount code, or you can just do like a welcome message. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it at the discount code, and you can customize this message to put in whatever it is you want to put in, and then you can add in your promo code as well. So customize that how you want to, and then you're going to save that, and then you're all done. So now your Tidio account is set up. You just have to create a password so you can log in when you need to, to. But once you create your password and then confirm that password, click continue, and your Tidio account is all set up. When I set up Tidio, it was in like a blink of an eye, to the point where I was like, wait a minute, did I do something wrong? What did I miss? Is it actually set up? That's how fast it goes. But it's set up. So seriously, it's just that quick. So that is already set up already. It's already linked to our website. Our Tidio account is already created, which you didn't have to pay anything for. As you can see, I didn't enter in any credit cards. So you can start using Tidio today for free, no credit card required, which you can use for an unlimited time until you decide which premium plan works best for you. Or you can be one of the first 50 icons to get 20% off of a premium plan. This is a special offer that's only available to you if you click my link. So you have to use my link to get the 20% off. And I have the link available in both the description box and the comments. So if you're ready for the premium plan today, you can go ahead and just click my link and you'll get the 20% off today. The first 50 icons to use that link will get the 20% off. But I've constantly mentioned to you guys over and over again in videos how crucial, how important it is to build relationships with your customers. Tidio is a simple and affordable customer relationship management tool offering both live chat and chat boxes. Basically, you can talk to your customers live, or you can pretty much create your own customer service team with Tidio's chatbots. The chatbots will assist your customers for you. So that's why I say this is this is a very key component when it comes to creating your dropship business during the holiday time, during the busy seasons of the year, just because you're going to need that assistance to help you out with assisting all of your customers that you guys are about to get. Remember, we're trying to hit 4,000 every month, and I wouldn't even do this just the holiday season. Tax time is following right up after the holiday season. I would keep this running. So you're gonna need the help. So that's why we need Tidio's help. That's why we added that feature before we even customized our website. So let me go into showing you guys how to use the chatbots. I'm going to use my account because I've been using Tidio on my website, the Shop Nouveau Rich website, for years. So I'm gonna go into my account to show you guys my chatbots I already have set up, and then we'll also set one up too so you guys can see how to set those up. We've actually already set one up during the setup process. You guys probably didn't even catch on to it because it all happened so fast, but we already have one set up. This is what the chatbot page looks like when I'm logged into my actual account. As you can see over here for my chatbots, I have 5 of them already set up. I don't have any to generate leads, so we'll probably do that setup. But before I actually set one up, just want to show you like the template options that you can choose from Tidio. They have ready to use templates. There's over 35 of them that you can choose from. Whether you want to increase sales, generate leads, or solve problems, there's an option here for you. Or you can create your very own from scratch. So you just do add from scratch. Let's go ahead and create a chat box so I can show you guys from scratch how to create a chat bot. So we're gonna do generate leads since I don't have one set up to generate leads, and that would be a good one. Let's explore the templates that Tidio already has for us, or we can even create our own. The good thing about the templates, once you choose one, you can alter it to make it how you want. You can use that template as a base. For example, this is what this one will look like, where it basically asks your customers if they would like to take a closer look at an offer. If they say yes, then they need to provide you with either like an email or a phone number in order to find out about the offer. Then you have like the news updates. So this is just like getting people to sign up for your newsletters. This one is similar to the first one that we had, where they can take a closer look at an offer and then provide you with the information. And then this one is if they want to provide a phone number so you can call them. I will use this one, like let's say they're looking at frequently asked questions. I can give you a quick call, to help you better understand what it is you're trying to figure out, answer any questions that you may have. I'm just gonna use this first one to show you guys how to set up a chatbot. So this might look intimidating because it has a bunch of stuff on there, but I just start from the very beginning and take it step by step. You guys may notice the caution symbol on this one, and that is because I already have a welcome message being sent out to my visitors when they first visit the website. I don't want too many of those popping up because then you have message after message popping up. That'll get annoying to a customer when they get on your website, and it may make them want to just leave because now you're just aggravating them. Since I already have the welcome message popping up for those those first time visitors. Let's X that out. And we're only going to do it when they're on a certain page. And for me, the page that I want to use it on is for the people that visit my Become a Member page, because that lets me know if anyone's on my Become a Member page, they're new to my website. So more than likely, I don't have contact information for them. Whereas anyone that's already a member on my website, I have their email address already because they needed that to register on my website. So I'm going to have that pop up on the Become a Member page. For the limitations, you can change this for only for once a unique visitor, so their first time coming on there. You can have it sent to them every time they come to that page, or only once per 24 hours. I'm going to leave it there. So that next step after they click on my Become a Member page would be this format will pop up. You can change this image if you want. I'm just going to leave it for right now. And this one, you can subscribe now and receive our latest updates and promotions. Again, I can change this if I want to, and you can add in additional information. And then you have the link where it says subscribe me, and you can add a URL in there where they can actually go subscribe, or they can say no thank you. You can add additional buttons if you want to. And this is going to transfer the message to an operator. I'm going to leave this as is, but customize this how you want to if you would like. So now from there, we have two options, because there's options here where they can either subscribe right now or they can say no thank you. If they say no thank you, you can have it just send them a message, and the message that's already on here is okay, cool. If you need any help, I'm here. So keep it simple. Like, don't be in your feelings because they said no, but let them know you're still willing to help them out. Or if they say subscribe me, that's when it's then going to go into the next steps of asking a question. And here we have cool, what is your email then? I'm going to leave that as is because I don't necessarily collect phone numbers unless someone's placing an order. I just need email. So it's set for email. If they don't type in a full email or an invalid email, there's an error message just letting them know that doesn't look like an email address. But otherwise, they would just type in their email right there. And once that email goes through, it lets them know it's successful. And then once they're successful, it lets them know, okay, thank you, you're in. You can put your own thank you message in there. But let's test it out. So let's say the customer is now on my Become a Member page. This will pop up and it says subscribe now and receive our latest updates and promotions. Let's say subscribe me. And then it asks me for the email. So let's type in an email address and send that. And it lets you know thanks, you're in. So now on my end, because the message has gone to an operator, I will see on the operator side the email address to subscribe that person. Now, since I didn't do a URL and I just have it going through the chat, I would then have to actually go subscribe this person manually to my newsletter. But if I actually had that as a link, it would link them over to where they can type it in. Honestly, personally, I prefer to do the work manually on my end, just have one of the operators go add in that customer to the newsletter versus having a link that sends them to another website and makes them type in their own information. Some customers won't. Once you start sending them to other pages and making them do additional work, they'll just close it out because they don't feel like doing it. They came to shop or to register so they could shop. They're not going to go fill it out. Some will, some won't. Just to save them some time, send it to me and then I'll do it on the back end. But that is the chat box. So I'm going to save it and I'm going to run that and we'll see how well this does for me. Right now it's showing me that there's no data to collect. That's just because I just turned it on. Now right now it's active. If for whatever reason, like I have under my solve problem ones where these are just for like when I'm closed, you can turn them off right from here. So I don't want this to run anymore. I can just turn it off. And when I want it activated again, turn it back on. I'm going to turn it off because I didn't actually customize it how I would want to on my website, but this is how you would set it up, and then I'll go back in later and actually customize this. Now to go back to the main page of the chatbots, if you want to start one from scratch, you don't want to use the templates, you can. Now when I first signed up for Tidio, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of intimidated by this because there's so many options on here of how you can create a chatbot. It's not hard at all, it just became overwhelming because there were so many options, but it's actually easier than it seems. So let's say I'm creating another chatbot and they have triggers that you can choose from. So I already have this one. I already am using this one. I have it when they leave the page. I can even have it on certain days. So let's say, because I do new arrivals on Wednesdays. So on a certain day, let's edit that so I could put in the day on Wednesday. Now I have to tell it what I want it to do. There's conditions on here too. So you can change these conditions. So if I only want it returning user users, I can add that in as well. But as far as an action, there's a bunch of different actions on here that you can choose from. There's some that's specifically for Shopify. Now, I did speak with the owners of Tidio and asked them, will some of these become available for those of us that aren't using Shopify, especially like check order status? That would be extremely helpful because a lot of people tend to go chat and they want an update on their order. So to have that available as a chatbot on other platforms, that would be really useful. So I did mention that to them. Of course, if that's something you guys need to, make sure to leave it in the comments because they are paying attention to any feedback we have for them. But let's go up here since we're doing our website on Weebly and not Shopify, and let's choose what we want to do. So on Wednesdays, I usually have new arrivals. So for my action, I'm going to choose, the decision quick replies because I'm going to ask a question, which they do have that on there, but it's a yes or no question. Since it's my What's New Wednesday for my new arrivals, so I just put in the question, have you seen the new items that dropped today? It's a yes or no question, or I could ask them, would they like to see the new items that dropped today? However I want to word it. So now we have the yes or no. I want to transfer this to an operator. I'm trying to decide, do I need to do that? Yes or no? Yes or no? I'll leave it on for now. Actually, no, it doesn't need to go to an operator. So customers have the option of saying yes or no. I'm going to start with the no first because that is the easier way to go. And I'm going to I think I want to do a decision card. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I want to do the card. So if a customer says no, okay, that image doesn't actually fit, but I just threw in an image on there so there's something there. And then the card would just say to be the first to check out the latest arrivals. They just dropped today. You can put in additional message on there, but then I also have the link that redirects them to the latest arrivals and they can also click it from there. Then, so that's if they say no. But if they say yes, they have seen it already, I'll just go ahead and maybe send a message for yes and yes. Okay, so if they say yes, I'll just say something simple. Also, we would love to send you some of our bestsellers as well, because obviously if they look at new arrivals and they're not there anymore, you can put in whatever message. You can even ask them another question. Did they see anything that they like, that they're interested in? Is there something specific they're looking for? I just threw something in there because basically what I would want to do next is add another action to notify my operators. So that way it can go to an operator and they can take over from there. So this will be the message that goes directly to the operator. So basically just letting my operator know, because it's a chat bot and they're talking to a bot right now, but now I need a live person to step in and really take over this conversation to assist this customer. So it's letting them know that this buyer already viewed new arrivals. Please take over this conversation to assist the buyer. So this is one that I'm just creating from scratch, one that would run on a Wednesday when I have my What's New Wednesday. So let's test it out. So this is the customer on the website. The message has popped up. Have you seen the new items that dropped today? If they click no, it's going to send them the card to tell them be the first to check out the latest arrivals. They just dropped today. And they can click the link here. They can click the link there. They can reply back to me, or if they're not interested, close it out. Let's refresh this because that's one case scenario. The other, if they're on the website, the message pops up and you ask them if they've seen the new items that dropped today and they tell you yes. This is when it's going to reply back automatically, letting them know, awesome, we would love to send you some of our bestsellers as well. I don't know if you guys heard the other ding in the background, but on my actual Tidio account, I have a new message. And I'm going to have to blur some of this stuff out because there's conversations that's already in here. But this is the message that would pop up. And this is letting me know right here as the operator in the gray, so the buyer can't actually see this. This is only for my eyes on my side of the account, that a buyer viewed new arrivals. Please take over conversation to assist the buyer. And this is when I can then join the conversation and take over from here, introducing myself to the customer, start building rapport with this customer to understand what it is they're looking for, what they're interested in, what I can send them. This is when it turns into live chat. So as far as the ones that I have set up already, I have the welcome new visitor ones that I just set up, I think yesterday. And then I have one that is going for today only for promotion that I have available since it is the Black Friday week. So as far as the welcome new visitors That's basically what we had already set up when we went through the setup process. So every time someone comes onto the website, it just welcomes them. Then as far as my early Black Friday week discount, that is a promo that I'm doing for today only. So it's like a flash sale, but I'm just going to show that to you guys, what I have set up there. So this is basically what you're working with. You have this workspace that you can create your chat box on. So to start out, for this discount chat box that I have set up, this is for visitors that are returning to my website. And then I have it to only send once every 24 hours, which this is only going to run for 24 hours. But I don't want for people to keep coming back and then that message keep popping up, because that gets annoying. Then I have it set with a delay for 10 seconds. That way, the moment they get on the website, it's not immediately popping up and it can be annoying. I want to give them a second to get on the website, especially since you have to log in on my website. So give them a few seconds to get to the page they're trying to get to and then pop up. But this is what will actually pop up. This is how it will look for customers. So this is them getting on the website. Remember, there's that 10-second delay, so we have to wait 10 seconds, but the message will automatically pop up for the customers. They don't have to click on this icon. It comes up for them. So this is what they will see. So it's letting them know to save an additional 10% for a total of 30, and then I have the promo code. Because you have a lot of visitors that'll come on here and they'll immediately just close this out once they've read that they can save an additional, and then the code is there. They can click the link to redeem the code, or they can click on the chat to be able to reply back. But that's where the additional information would be for that promo code. So this is what that looks like as far as the chat box. And that does it for every one of my returning visitors, so I don't have to do this for each individual visitor. So that's one of them that I have already set up. As far as solve problems, I have the one as far as leaving the page where, let's go into the edit. So let's say you're on my website and you're shopping and you go to close out. The moment that cursor, this black cursor that I'm spinning in circles right now, leaves the screen, it'll pop up with the message. So this is what the message will look like. So you're shopping and then you leave, the message will pop up and it lets you know, have you found what you're looking for? Please let us know if there's anything you need before you leave. You can change that message. So where it says send a chat message, I can click that and I can put in whatever message I want to send to the customers before they leave. You can put in something funny to try to get them to come back on. You can tell them, you haven't checked out this item yet, and send them an item to go check. And then I also have it for visitors to leave feedback, especially since it's before they're leaving. They can provide that feedback so I can know how their visit was. So that's the chatbot setups. There's plenty of templates on there. There's at least 35 or more ready to use chatbot templates that you guys can use today, or you can create your own. Chatbots really help you streamline customer service, and the chatbots can communicate with your customers even when you guys aren't available offline. So for me, I run my business Monday through Friday, but of course my website is open 24/7. Chatbots fill in for me when I'm not available. And not only does Tidio offer chatbots, you also have live chat, which I'm sure most of you guys are probably already familiar with. So if you go shopping on a website and you see that little icon, sometimes it may pop up for you. Sometimes you have to click it to actually do the live chat, and you can ask the questions you need, which means there is an actual human on the other end that you're communicating with. Which the chatbots, if you set it up right, they won't even know whether they're talking to a bot or if they're talking to a live person. That's the key to making your chatbots work. They need to feel like they're still talking to a real person. But with the live chat, there's an actual human being on the other side. Only we know that though. So with the live chat, you talk as normal during your hours that you're available. And to take it a step further, Tidio also will send you notifications when you have a live visitor. Even if your visitor doesn't initiate the conversation, you can do that. So you can initiate the conversation because now you know someone's on there, so you send them a message and engage with them. I love doing this on my website. This is something that I have being done on a daily basis. And here's why. So let's say we're shopping in a retail store, a physical store. You walk in. More than likely, you're going to have a customer service rep come up to you, greet you, ask you how you are, if there's anything you're looking for in particular, ask if there's something they can help you with. We've all experienced that shopping in a physical store. There's always someone there that's willing to assist you if you need it. Or sometimes even if you don't need it, they'll they'll just start showing you stuff like, this just came in today, you should check this out, or I may have seen you looking at that dress, it also comes in this color. That's customer service. Just because you're selling online does not mean you don't service your customers. You still should service them. So what I like to do with my live chat, as soon as I get a notification for a visitor, it'll show you right away what page they're on. Usually if they're just on the home page, I already have the chatbot set up that welcomes them to the website. So I'll let them explore a little bit and kind of follow their path of what they're looking at. And once they start clicking on an item or a specific category, maybe they're in the frequently asked questions, anything like that, that's when I now jump in. That's my cue, okay? They're looking at a specific product. Let me see if they're interested in seeing some other products, which Tidio allows you to send product cards. So I will send out a product card of some other items they may be interested in. If they're looking in a specific category, I try to see what type, let's say they're looking at dresses, what type of dresses? Are you looking for summer dresses? Are you looking for like party dresses? Are you looking for a New Year's Eve look? I try to find out, ask questions, get to know your customers, and then I can recommend some items. If they're in the frequently asked questions, I pay attention to what question it is that they're looking at, and then I will give them the answer. They might be reading already, but I can give them the answer in a nutshell. Or if I notice they've already been on that page for a little while, ask them if they need any additional assistance. Maybe they have further questions. Maybe their frequently asked question page that they're on didn't answer their question. So here I am, I'm live and I'm ready to help you. Let me answer the question it is that you have. So I use that live visitor notification as if I was in a retail store and someone just walked in. I'm gonna assist you. That is customer service. And that's how you increase your customer service when you're online. Don't just let your customers come and go willingly. Assist them. And now as far as those notifications, I get them on my iPad. My phone is somewhere else because I didn't want to hear the dinging while I'm recording for you guys, but I get them on my phone too because Tidio has a mobile app. So they're on my iPad, they're on my phone, they're on my desktop computer. Those notifications are constantly coming through so I don't miss one. So that way if I walk away from my computer, but I'm sitting here recording for you guys and I have my iPad in front of me, I can still see if someone is visiting right now or if a message comes through. Same thing with my phone. If I'm walking away with my phone, I'm sitting there texting someone, not paying attention to my computer or iPad, I have the notifications on my phone as well. So that way I can always see what's going on. Take advantage of those notifications so you can truly engage with your customers. That's how you will start building those customer relationships. So I talked more about live notifications than I planned to, just because I really wanted to set the tone so you guys don't think it's just regular old live chat and you're already used to that. I needed to show you why you needed that live chat because it's extremely important. Don't just think of it as another feature you can add to a website. This is why you need to use it and this is how you use it. But let me go into another feature that I really like with Tidio that has really helped me out a lot. So let's say you have customers that are constantly reaching out to you and you notice a lot of your customers tend to have the same questions, whether it's about return policy. Maybe you have quite a few customers asking when your next drop will be because they're looking for a new product. Or like for me on my website, you have to register before you can shop. So maybe customers have questions on getting registered. You get those same repetitive questions, which is fine. That's totally fine. I love when customers ask questions. But when you're in busy season, especially like now, typing out those same answers over and over again can take time. And we need to start putting our time more into other things versus typing out the same answers. So Tidio has a feature called canned responses. And basically you can type out a response to those repetitive questions you tend to get. So if people are asking about your return policy, type out in a nutshell what your return policy is. That way every time someone messages you asking about your return policy, you select that canned response and you send it. It's still live chat, but the message is already typed out for you so you don't have to type out your return policy every single time. I absolutely love that feature because it saved me, especially in 2020 when my business skyrocketed and I didn't have everything set up as far as, you know, being able to attend to all the customers that I had coming on my website and everyone trying to now learn my business because it was new to them. So I used those canned responses and I was sending that out left and right to all those questions that people were asking, trying to get familiar with my business because they were new to my business. They're trying to learn it and how I operate. Canned responses saved me. Definitely a feature you want to use. Have those typed out and ready to go for when your customers are coming. And you may not know exactly exactly what customers are going to ask in the beginning when you're new, but as you start getting those questions coming in and you're getting a feel for what people are asking, you can type out those responses and have them ready to go. And then another feature I want to jump into that I definitely want to show you guys is analytics. You guys know I am all about numbers. I am always paying attention to numbers. I tell you guys over and over again, when it comes to this business nowadays, it's more about numbers than anything. I created Fashion Formula 101 because I tell you guys it's about numbers. So I'm constantly viewing analytics and what I say to you guys as stalking my customers. I need to see what it is they're doing and what they have going on. Follow their path of my website. I'm paying attention to everything they're doing because that's how I improve my business. So Tidio has analytics on their website for you guys to be able to view. And that way you can see if the chats are really helping you, especially chatbots. So for one of the analytics, you can see, your engagement on a chat box. Maybe people aren't engaging on one of your chat box, so you might want to alter that chat box to get people to engage. It might seem too robotic and you might want to make it feel more like they're talking to a live person. So maybe switch up the message for that chat box so you can get people to actually engage. Or maybe it's just not one that works for your website, so you got to switch it up completely. Or you may notice a chat box that's doing extremely well for you. So now you need to look into why that one's doing so well so you can improve the others. You can also see how long your conversations are lasting, so if your customers are really engaging or not. Maybe you're only having a conversation no more than a minute. You might want to talk to your customers a little more to get them to engage a little more. It's all about building rapport, and in order to build rapport, you gotta have a conversation with them. So you might need to increase your time talking to customers, or you may notice that you're spending too long. You're spending 20-30 minutes with one customer, but you have several other customers on there, so maybe you need to find out a way to get control of your conversation, so that way you can not rush the customer, but you want to limit the amount of time you're spending with each customer so you can give attention to everyone, because we all want attention. Now, one of the features that I didn't show you guys yet, but you can set up where your customers can provide feedback to the conversations that they're having with you. And then in the analytics, you can see your average ratings. One of the other features that I really love as far as the analytics is you can see the date and time that customers are initiating your chats. This helps me to get an idea of about when people are typically shopping on my website. And again, this doesn't mean that there's no one on the website if they're not initiating chats. This is only showing you initiating chats. So of course I have other ways to review my analytics, which I've talked about in other videos. But seeing that engagement on my website shows me when, people are most engaged and on those specific date and time. So I do like to see that. And now one of the reasons why you want Tidio on your website is to acquire leads. We're always trying to figure out how to get leads so we can send out the email campaigns, text message campaign, whatever it is that you're sending out. You're trying to acquire leads so you can continue to engage with them even when they exit from your website. Tidio allows you to acquire leads by having customers add in their email address. And then you can see that in the analytics, how often you're acquiring leads. Or we can take the analytics a step further and under a chat, so let's say we're specifically chatting with someone, and you can go under that person's profile. You can see like all the pages that they have viewed in their session, products that they're clicking on, and you can see that all during live chat. So literally as you're chatting with them and they're clicking on different pages, you can watch every single page that they're going to and what they're clicking on. Now I've shown you guys this before in other tools, but you can do this as you're engaging with the customer because it'll help you to know what it is you want to talk about with your customer based off the pages they're viewing. And then they also have a section under their profile where you can add in notes. So you can type in notes on that customer as you're chatting with them. You can use this basically, so not only is this like a live chat and chatbots, you can use this as a CRM tool. So that's pretty much it on the analytics. You guys won't have this information right when you're setting up your Tidio account because of course you have to start using it to be able to see those analytics. But once you do, you'll be able to review that. There's so many more features with Tidio that I really want to show you guys, such as linking Tidio with your Facebook Messenger and your Instagram DM, so that way you get all your messages in one spot. That's helped me a lot because I don't have time to go through all these different inboxes to check them all, but I get all the messages in one spot. You can link your emails too and respond to emails through Tidio as well. And that will get into ticketing and having a ticketing feature as well, which I really want to show you guys in depth. Customer feedback I mentioned, but didn't really actually show it to you, as well as setting up multiple operators. So for those of you guys that have a team or you're gonna have someone helping you out, you can set up multiple operators so all of you guys can chat, basically different departments. I have my sales department, customer service department, so that way those messages can be separated and go to the right department. So it looks like I'm gonna need to do a part 2 to this video because there's just so much I want to show you guys, and I can't squeeze it all into one video, otherwise you guys will be sitting here with me forever. I still need to show you how to import your products into your website so we can get this dropship website done before Black Friday. So those features I just can't skip. It'll be in part 2, so make sure you have your notifications turned on so you'll be notified for part 2, and we can continue going into Tidio and I can show you the remainder of the features that you guys are going to need. Don't forget to use the link down in the description box to sign up for your premium plan. The first 50 icons will get 20% off if you use that link. So now let's jump back into our dropship website that we were setting up so we can import the products. And I am going to use dearlover.com that you guys seen in my last video to dropship my products. I've shown you guys the quality of the products in that video. If you missed that video, I will link it down in the description box so you guys can check it out. So let me walk you through how to import the products so that way we can finish up our website. So starting from the Dear Lover dropship website, which I have linked down in the description box, you want to scroll all the way to the bottom where you'll see category download and click on that. You have to be logged in first, so make sure you create an account first. But once you're at the category download, you decide what categories you want to upload. I'm just gonna go into dresses, and you'll see all these different files that you can download, pictures, Excel files. That's what we're going to need. We're going to need the CSV Excel. So I'm just gonna go with sweater dresses and I'm going to download that page. So this is what the file will look like in Excel once you download it. It'll have all the sweater dresses they have available. Now if there's a specific style on here you don't want on your website, you would have to go in and delete that line out before you upload it. If you want every single thing on here uploaded onto your website, you would have to go to these titles up here and change this based off what you need to upload into Weebly, which I'll show you on my template in a moment. But for video purposes, I'm not going to upload all of these just because I don't want it to take forever to upload. I'm just going to select the first 2 and I'll add this into the template that I'll use for Weebly. And here is the template that I'm using for Weebly to upload those 2 products that I said that I want to add onto the website. I'm going to hide these header columns because I don't want those to upload, as well as the title for this file because I don't want those to upload as lines when I go to import this. So let's export this as a CSV, and then we're going to go back into Weebly and import items. We have to select our CSV file that I just saved, and once that uploads, you'll import that. So here are the 2 items that are on my CSV file that I want to import into the website. Ignore the fact that the product ID is missing and that it's in red because Weebly is going to create that for you. So we'll just go ahead and start importing the products. Now once you click import, it's going to take you back to that main screen. It's just refreshing right now because it's actually processing that import, but once it's processed, you can see the 2 items are right there. They're officially imported into the website. So now let's actually go to our website. Let's view the website so we can actually see the product that we just imported. And what I'm going to do is under pages, I'm going to create a category page. And since I just uploaded sweater dresses, I'll create a sweater dress category. And now you can see the 2 items that I just imported from Dear Lover website. So now I'm just adjusting my menu, and then that's the product page 2, but you can hover over the items to see a quick view, but I'm going to click on it so you can see the full product page. And as you can see, the size and the color, those options are missing. So I need to edit this product to add that in here. I could have done it on the CSV file. I just didn't create the extra lines. I only created 1 line. So if you don't do it on the CSV file, you can go into options options, and that is where we're going to start adding in the sizes. So the first option is going to be size. So I'm going to add in small, medium, and large. Add the necessary sizes that you need to add for the product. I'm just going to keep it as a drop down menu, and then I'll go ahead and save those. But I actually do want to add in color. Even though there's only one color uploaded, I'm still going to put in color. So I'll put in, shouldn't say pink, that should say color, and then we'll put in pink and we can save that. So now you can see there's 3 lines, a small, medium, and large, and there's a pink color. Now each line has to have a SKU. So right now I have the original SKU from the Dear Lover website, but I'm going to adjust this specifically for my website a bit and add in the color and size. So I did it for small, now I have to do it for medium, and then do it again for large, and then I can save this. So now you can see on the website you can actually select a size and you can select the color on there, and then the customer can add it to cart. Now this website isn't live yet, obviously I'm still working on it, so you can't actually add to cart, but your customer will be able to once you actually have your website published. And that is importing your products. Now I did it the way where you can just download their CSV file and upload that after you make your alterations how we need to for Weebly.com. Now if you want to be selective on the products that you're uploading, of course it's going to take you more time because you're going to shop through the Dear Lover Dropship website, pick the items that you need to add to your website, and then add it into the file. So that'll take a little more time, but you're making the website how you want it, customize it how you need to. But that's how you can import a bunch of products so that they're ready to go. Now of course I probably saved the fun part, as most would see it, for last, which would be customizing the website to make it look like your own. I didn't do that yet, but that's the easy part, kind of self-explanatory because Weebly already created the template for us. All we have to do is type in the information we need, change the colors and fonts how we would like it, add in any additional information you want on there, and that is pretty much it. Your website is done. So once you've done all that and you have a website that's ready to go, all you have to do is publish that website. So click the publish button so that now your website is completely live for everyone to shop on, and start sending out that link, start promoting this website to everyone you know, so that way you can start selling the product. Remember, we're trying to hit $4,000 per month so we can earn some extra cash this holiday season. If you're still confused on how to make that $4,000 per month this holiday season, because all I did was actually set up the website for you guys, make sure again you got the notifications on, because in that next video when I go through the remainder of the Tidio features, we'll talk more on the marketing side, so that way you can actually promote your website and make that $4,000 per month. That's it for this week video. Thank you guys for watching.